discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. It's your girl, Linnell.
And it's your girl, Nate. What do, boo?
And that's right. What you sipping on today? Because I have the Fiji water, okay? Because like I told y'all the last episode, I'm cutting down on the number of days I drink in a week to 2. So yesterday I went to a happy hour with my coworker. We had 2 margaritas each, and then I know tomorrow I'm going to this wine fest, and then Saturday. So it's gonna be 3 days this week. So I'm definitely not drinking tonight. But what you got?
This is the Moscato that I got on Sunday at the kids' party. So I went to a kids' party on Sunday after church. We'll get into that later. And she gave out, the mother of the birthday girl gave out literally whole bottles of wines to the adults. I guess, I don't know if she got it free or if she trying to promote it, but the brand is called Winking Owl. And it's a Moscato. She had red wine too, but I chose my Moscato. So that's what I'm doing.
That's really good because kids' parties are crazy. So yeah, last week we didn't come in because Nate had a baseball game to go to. So we can recap the twins' birthday escape room party and then Easter Sunday where we just went down to the parental's house and had a good time. And I drank a lot.
Yeah, so the twins turned 9 on the 27th of March, and they had an escape room party. So some of their classmates and cousins came, and they got out, y'all. They got out. They needed help. They asked for clues and hints, but they got out. That's the important thing. So they had fun with that. It was cool. And then Easter Sunday, me and Joe had to teach. That was the next day. Me and Joe had to teach Sundays, not Sunday school, but junior church. And we did this little arts and craft creation that I found on Etsy. And it showed the story of Easter, and it was like a spinning wheel. It was really good. I liked it. I learned more about Easter. That's one of the things I like about teaching is I learn, because like I don't read the Bible like that. But so when we teach, each time we teach, we teach it a different lesson or a different story in the Bible. So that's how I learned a lot about the Bible that way.
That's good. And then, yes, Sunday we went to West Palm Beach. We watched some college basketball, which we're going to get into that later. We had some drinks, played some games, had a good time. But I was home by like 8:35. And I ate my leftover plate from your house because I knew I needed something to sit in my stomach because I had drank like 4 drinks. And but yeah, I went to sleep. I didn't wake up in the middle of the night to take care of the alcohol, but in the morning I took care of it, and then at some point at work I took care of it as well.
I cannot.
It had to come out one way or another.
I think I was fine the next day. I think I was fine. It's pretty good.
Anyway, and so this what did we do this past weekend? I know Brandon had a game, which was good. But unfortunate because they let the other team come back. I got my nails done, so I got like this lavender since it is spring. And also purple is the color of success. Okay? It's the color of success. And yeah, that's about it. This upcoming weekend, what are we doing? We going to tomorrow I'm going to a wine and food festival, the Orange Bowl Wine and Food Festival at the Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood. So I'm excited about that, going with Mom. And then Friday we have a lunch schedule with Marquina. And Sunday is probably just a rest day for me.
Saturday before we go lunch, I have a wax appointment. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So I'm not looking forward to it, y'all. I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh my God. And speaking of that, so I'm I'm in the process of getting laser hair removal on my chin and that private area. And this was my second treatment. Was it Monday or maybe it was last Monday? I don't know. It was my second treatment at this dermatologist's office. So in New York, you guys, in New York, I did get laser on my legs and stuff, but it wasn't a dermatologist's office. It was just one of those come in, get laser, whatever, whatever. But the dermatologist is more official. And this time I went there 15 minutes early so they could put numbing cream on me so it won't be as painful, because that first time it was very painful, but I already see results, which is amazing. But this time I went 15 minutes early, got numbing cream. It wasn't as painful, and I'm excited. And she said even with my chin area, I might not even need all 6 sessions that I paid for. And I'm like, so am I gonna get my money back, or you gonna be doing other areas for the last 3 or 2, whatever I don't need? Cause you took my money already, man. You sold the package to me. You sold me on the package.
Yeah, I have I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but tomorrow I have my third light treatment session, which I've been going to a dermatologist too, guys, because my acne had got out of control. It was really bad, y'all, and I had tried everything. I tried Yale from Yandy, which that worked in the beginning, but then it like stopped working. Like at a point, it just was not working. And I think that's more of like a maintenance thing, not like a acne thing. Then I tried Good Molecules because that's what Jerika used, and her face is really nice. And I don't think I tried that long enough to see if it worked or not, because then right after I started that, I started going to the dermatologist. And she got me on these pills and this cream. And then it wasn't working how she wanted to work. So she wanted me to take Accutane, guys. And I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's this very powerful acne pills that you take, I think for 6 months or something like that. And but it has really bad it works, but it has really bad side effects. So I opted not to do that. And so I'm doing a light treatment, and I've been seeing results. So it's not getting worse. That's what I can say. It's not getting worse.
No, I've seen your results too. And speaking of acne, the last 2.5 months I've started to get it because it had went away. Like in New York, I never had acne in New York. Coming back here, even for the first 6 months I was here when I was staying with you, I didn't get acne. But then I think I started stressing at work once I started working with more advisors or whatever. Yeah, my face started getting ugly, y'all. Not ugly, that's what never happened. My face started getting bumpy. That's what. But I started woo-sighing at work and not stressing, and it's getting back, y'all. It's getting back, okay? So I'm excited about that. I do have we going on a trip, but we're not gonna announce it yet. I'm so excited about that. I actually need to buy my outfit saved for that trip. And I do have an announcement to make, but I'll probably make it closer to our birthday. But yeah, let's just get started. Breaking news today. Let's start with our Around the League segment. Breaking news. I think by now everybody done heard about it. O.J. Simpson has passed away at the age, I think they said 76, which is not young, but it's not old. Like if you die, to me, and this might seem insensitive, if you like 85 and older and you die, I'd be like, oh, they live a good long life. 76, he had some more living to do.
I think
But
that's I think that's right at the age of a life expectancy for a man.
76?
Yeah, I believe it's like 76, 75.
Okay. But yeah, he had cancer. Didn't even know he had cancer, but rest in peace, O.J. Simpson. The Patriots' Matthew Slater announces his retirement after 16 seasons and 3 Super Bowl wins. Ex-NFL cornerback, unfortunately, another death, Vontae Davis, found dead at age 35. Now that's really young. We all know Vontae, and we all know his brother Vernon Davis or whatever. He was found at his Southwest ranches home. Any football player, do you notice any football player that live in South Florida live in Southwest Ranches?
Yeah.
I think because it's a lot of land out there, so they probably get bang for their bucks. But yeah, I noticed that. NBA player Rajon Rondo retired after playing 16 NBA seasons with 9 different teams, and he was a 4 All-Star.
I used to
Four-time
remember
All-Star.
I was a big fan of his.
When in his heyday, he had a good 2-3 year heyday. And there was a massive brawl as the puck dropped in the Devils Rangers game, and 8 players were ejected. Literally, that means as soon as the puck dropped the plate, they just started fighting.
Mhm.
Like it's just WWE at this point, or UFC, whatever. So let's just get into our main topics. We have a few main topics. One of the ones I just want to brush on because we haven't received all the information is, I believe his name is Rashid or something Rice from the Kansas City Chiefs. So a warrant was issued for his arrest because he clearly didn't learn from Henry Riggs III, who killed that lady and her dog, right?
Yeah.
So he's speeding down in his Lamborghini and his friend in the Porsche. They racing with other people on the road. It caused a 6-car pileup. Thankfully, nobody died. Caused a 6-car accident, got out the car and left the scene. Like he gone. So that's what had happened. And now it's a warrant out for his arrest. Because why? Why would you do that? And they literally left everything in the car. Jewelry, money. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Why y'all speeding anyway with other people? Go on a track. That's what they do on tracks, right? Sign up for NASCAR. This is crazy. What do you think about that? You just won a Super Bowl ring. These people think they're invincible because they could have killed themselves as well.
What
ahead.
do you play on, Casey?
My second team, yeah.
So what is he even doing down here? Like, do everybody flock down here during the off season?
I don't know if it was in Florida. I think it was Dallas, not Florida.
Oh, okay. Cause I'm like, dang, everybody come to train down here during off season. Like, what's up? We already overcrowded, overpopulated. We need our roads back. That's why everybody's so angry. It's hot and the roads are always piled up.
This is true.
But that's insane. I wonder if it was late at night because usually I think I want to say Charleston used to do that, but it used to be real late at night when nobody was on the roads, so it would be pretty clear. But yeah, you can't be doing that with other people on the road now. What if some babies was in the car? Like, this is insane. You can't be doing that now. Now we need him to come to the front of the congregation, like we needed John Morant to, and we need you to not do it again, to admit your wrongs and not do it again, and then we might need to pay some restitution to these people because now they traumatized for the rest of their life.
And I'm pretty sure some of them went to the hospital and some of their cars messed up. Oh, they paying them people. That's not even a question. You losing some of that NFL money for sure. Anyway, so I wonder.
Some of that Super Bowl bonus, he gonna lose that Super Bowl bonus.
He gonna lose that bonus. He lost the bonus. Cars probably wasn't even his. That's why he left it. They probably rented it or leased it or something. It probably wasn't his own. He didn't own that car. It probably was a lease. So the question of the day is it bad to be cocky? And we're gonna talk about this, right? The first one I want to talk about is Stefon Diggs. Okay. So in a blockbuster trade that nobody, at least I didn't see coming, he got traded to the Houston Texans, right?
Okay.
Did you hear me?
Yeah,
you heard me?
Yes.
Okay, he got traded to the Texans. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler. So they traded him for a draft pick and some compensation. And the Bills general manager admits that the team is probably not better after the trade, and he hasn't spoken with Josh Allen as of yet, the GM. And today we learned, or like a week ago, we learned that his contract could give Diggs a chance to be a free agent next year, right? So he agreed, I guess in the deal, it agreed to eliminate his final 3 years. So I guess they took over the Bills deal, but they said, okay, you don't have to do the 3 with us. So he could be on another team next year. Okay. The year after next. Okay. So this will be his third team. So he was the Vikings and Bills. He has a massive impact on the game, and he talks a lot of smack, but he backs it up. Okay. So were you shocked at the news? Do you think there's bad blood between him and the organization or him and the city? Does he talk too much? And is he seen as the bad boy? Like, do you think that's why the trade happened? Because he's still amazing. So why would you trade Stefon Diggs?
I don't know how it happened, who wanted to trade or what, if he wanted to go, but I think at this point, he's tired of not winning, because they be so good and they lose over stupid reasonings. Also, I wanted to say his girlfriend is very pretty. But yeah, I think he probably, if it was on his side, it was probably because he tired of losing. I would hate to be on a good team every year and just not make it to the Super Bowl. Like, I would hate to be in somebody's shoes like a Randy Moss. Well, he made it there, but he still lost. Like, he don't have a ring, and he one of the best wide receivers that was ever in the NFL. Like Iverson too, it's just craziness. So yeah, if it was on his end, it's probably because of that reason. But also, he got a good deal. He can play 1 year with this team, see how it's working out, and then be a free agent if he chooses to be.
And that's the Texans team. I think that quarterback, he was a rookie, CJ Stroud. He did really good this year. He took them to the playoffs, lost in, I think, the first round, but he a rookie. Okay. He took them to the playoffs. And I think they got another person on that team. So that team might be something to watch. But also, I'm like, when I first heard the trade, I'm like, y'all trade him, but not the kicker. The kicker that's who lost. That's why y'all home. Y'all went home because of the kicker.
I can't.
Anyway, that's also why I think he did demand it. Because I remember, I want to say last year, his brother, who's also an NFL player, I think his brother tweeted something about Stefon wanted to trade. I want to say that. So I do think it's on him. But remember that reporter falsely reported that he said something, he was mean and rude, and then she came back and apologized. I just think people don't like people that's cocky. And that's gonna roll into my next story too. They just want us to be good. I'm saying us, like, they just want people to be good and shut up. No.
Like,
And so you remember, like, on White Man, it reminds me of White Man Can't Jump, when Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes was going back and forth, and Woody Harrelson was like, y'all like to be flashy and all this, and we just go and play. And I'm like, no, we not gonna go and play if we know we good. You gonna know we good, okay? We not just gonna go and kick the ball. No, you gonna know we in the building and we about to do what we about to do. So I think a lot of people don't like when people cocky, even if they back it up. That's crazy. You should be able to celebrate and be confident in your skills. So that's why I think that played a major factor in him moving also.
that interviewer?
No, not the interviewer, just the whole bad boy image, and people don't like how cocky he is.
Well, I didn't know he had a bad boy image, because to me, he just had an image that he was really good. I don't think I've ever seen him be cocky, so I'm not sure where that will come from.
Nick, do you know who Stefon Diggs is? You must don't pay attention. He be on the side, he was tripping. He throwing
I've
helmets.
seen that before, but when I think of cocky, I think of like how T.O. used to celebrate and stuff. Who else is a cocky athlete?
Ocho. He
Ocho,
he
yeah.
don't do stuff like that because you'll get flat. But no, he, like, if the camera on him and he do something like just get a touchdown, he'll be like, "Yeah, I did that. I did that shit. I'm the right here." He's very cocky, but he backs it up. That's why I don't have a problem with it. Okay, now the kicker can't be cocky.
Oh my
He
God.
cannot. Anyway, which rolls into our next story. So everybody know women college basketball. LSU lost to Iowa in the Elite Eight. They lost. Iowa went on to beat UConn in the Final Four, then went on to lose to South Carolina in the final. So shout out to South Carolina. They'll be our highlight of the week too. Shout out to them and Don Staley. So Angel Reese. So after she lost, they did a press conference. A day later, she declared for the WNBA draft via a Vogue photo shoot. Good job, good rollout. So she's a great college player. She talks smacks and backs it up. She's very confident. But in her post-game interview, she cried and she said she's been receiving death threats. She's been sexualized. She been called the villain, and she was like, she's not a villain, but she'll take that role. Like, if you want me to be a villain, I'm gonna be a villain, whatever. And before the game, one of their games this year, a journalist said that the matchup was good versus evil. When LSU played UCLA, I think, which was their coach, shut him down and basically cussed him out in a corporate way, and then he has since apologized. Like, why would you call a team evil? Like, what makes Angel Reese or LSU team evil, and what makes the other team good? Because they don't talk, because they silent? I don't understand why people think people can be good but not say nothing. And then Emmanuel Acho said about Angel Reese, you can't act like a big bad wolf then cry. He received a lot of backlash for that clip because he said it on his little show. And then he has since brought another video basically taking back what he said, because he said people like Matthew Bourne and I think Essence Atkins kind of checked him in a respectful way. Like, okay, we gonna get to it. What are your thoughts on that? Is it bad to be cocky? Should people just shut up and play? Is Angel seen as a big bad wolf because she's black and cocky, or just because she cocky? And my question to you is, why, even if she is a wolf, why can't she cry? Wolves can't cry? Because Prince said doves cry. Why can't wolves cry?
That's funny. I like Prince. No, it's nothing wrong with being cocky, especially if you're good, because you worked. So people that are good, they're not regular people. Like, I think we need to understand this, because I think this is what Gigi was saying when she was on our podcast. These people that are good and make it to these high levels in sports, that's because they work for it. Like, when you sleep or on scrolling social media, these people at the gym, like, they working, they don't got time for that. They work for it. So yeah, if they good and they want to be cocky, they can be cocky. Now, you can't be like that Haitian track star that was cocky and then fell at the first hurdle. Now, that is a different story. I saw that video today. That's a different story. But yes, nothing's wrong with being cocky if you good. So Angel Reese is good on that front. Now, the Emmanuel Uku person, whoever,
Akio.
I found zero wrong with what he said. I didn't find anything. He wasn't like bashing her or downing her or anything. I didn't find not a problem wrong with anything that he said. He just basically said, if you take on this role, which was given to you, then when stuff don't work out your way, you can't like cry about it and want people to feel sorry for you. I just don't find nothing wrong that he said. I mean, he probably shouldn't have said it, but I didn't find anything wrong with what he said. Now, but everybody like, if you come that close to a championship, even you can see it in like football or whatever. If you come that close to a championship and lose, a lot of people cry. It wasn't up. So yeah, I don't feel like anything that he said was wrong. He just basically said you can't be like, you can't be the villain and then cry when stuff don't go your way. But like I said before it got cut off, but everybody that close to a championship, if they lose, gonna cry. We see grown men cry at the Super Bowl when they lose. So I don't think anything's wrong with it, but I feel like I hope by her crying she wasn't looking for like sympathy. I don't know. But I didn't see the post game interview. But when I heard
I saw
about it,
it.
I didn't think twice. I didn't think nothing of it. Like, okay, Caitlyn probably cried when they lost. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and she wasn't called a villain. First of all, just like with my girl on Housewives, Kenya, she's the villain. She
Mm-hmm.
said everybody have their role, so she gonna take on the villain. So I'm gonna be the villain. She didn't come. What's it? The LSU girl didn't come out and say I want to be the villain. They made her the villain last year when she did what Caitlyn did, but did Caitlyn an angel and she's the devil. And second of all, he was completely wrong, and this is why I completely disagree with what he said and you. And I'm happy people like Matt Barnes, because I saw Matt Barnes' little thing to him. I'm happy people stood up for Angel. First of all, in this divided society, how divided we are, and yes, race wise, how divided we are at this point. Maybe in 10 years it'll be better. You just can't criticize your own on a national platform like that. I'm sorry. She already got it coming from everybody else. She don't want it coming from within the community. If you got
That I can
something,
agree with.
okay, if you got something bad to say about somebody in our community, say it to them on a personal level. Like you, I'm pretty sure your people could have got in touch with her people and you could have told her or explained to her, this is why, this, and this. But anyway, at the end of the day, she's a human. Anybody that receives death threats, why is she receiving a death threat? Like, are y'all still not over what she did last year? Did Caitlyn receive any death threats? I don't want her to, but Caitlyn did the same thing, right? Didn't she?
Yeah.
So what's the difference? And this is what, again, the racial thing. Like, you cannot criticize somebody of your own community right now in this day and age on that big of a platform.
I get that, and I agree with you. However, he has a job, and so when they ask, "What are your thoughts on this?" Is he just supposed to not tell his thoughts? That's his job.
Online, you know how many people go on TV and live on national TV? Turn to Fox News. You'll see it all day. Okay, that's easy. Ask them how they do it. They do it. But secondly, with the crying thing, and I'm happy you agree, because I was gonna, if you didn't agree with the wolves can cry thing, I was gonna bring up something to you and told you no. Because remember we were in that group chat and you said something about you don't see the point in crying, and then the next day you said you felt like you wanted to cry. And I was like, not the girl that don't see the point in crying. No, sir. Not her. And anyway, I do think, first of all, because she's human, everybody has emotions, everybody can cry. A good cry. I watched What Would You Do last night, and I cried. And those scenarios be fake. So imagine when they be real. Okay? They be touching me. They touch me. And technically, in our family, our immediate family, I'm like the bitch of the family. There's no crumbs about it. I'm the bitch of the family. But I cry like that
You
at the
do.
drop of a dime. What happened?
I said you
I
do.
do. I do. At the drop of a dime, I would cry. So forget all this big macho thing, because at the end of the day, everybody got feelings, whether they the kingpin or whether they a roach on the ground. Everybody got feelings. So I'm glad they straightened him and he got to his senses. Okay. Anyway, and there's nothing wrong with having critiques or criticizing somebody, but the way he said it was tone. It was like he was disgusted with her. And I'm like, nigga, we disgusted with you. And I'm happy he said the people that checked him, the famous ones that checked him, did it respectfully, because them people on Twitter wasn't respectful. They was calling him all coon. They were calling him everything in the book, yo. It was rough. It was rough. So 2 highlights of the week. First is the NCAA women's basketball Iowa versus LSU game. It set a record with 12.3 million viewers. It was the most watched women's college basketball game ever, and Iowa won, like I mentioned before. Second
No,
highlight,
South Carolina won.
Iowa and LSU. That's the game I was talking about with the viewership. And then my second highlight was going to be the South Carolina Gamecocks with Don Staley. You know what their record is in the past 3 years? I think it's like 101-3. They done lost 3 games in 3 years. That's it. So they went undefeated this year. Congrats to them. That lady Tessa Johnson, the freshman. Y'all better watch out for her. She came out shooting threes. I'm like, what? That was good because that first came out balling. And that's when I put in the group, I hope this ain't no
I didn't see the first half.
Yeah, you did. That's why I put in the group, I hope this isn't a blowout. Caitlin Nate came out shooting 3. You and Brooklyn would have been so proud. And she had 18 points in the first quarter, not half, the first quarter, which was like the most points by another record. She breaks records every time she's on the court. But South Carolina kept their composure. And then after that, it was like Iowa would do a run, then South Carolina would do a run, then Iowa would do a run, and then in the middle of the fourth, you kind of saw it was gonna lean towards South Carolina. But that was a good game, and they got me to watch girls basketball, and it's so funny because the guys played their championship the next night, Monday night, and Shawty May said he fell asleep on it because it was boring.
I was literally just about to tell you that Joe and Braylon watched it. I came up here, I was reading my book. And he came when it was actually he didn't even finish it. He came up here and he said the girls' championship was way more exciting. And he just left. I don't even think he finished watching it.
Yeah, Shawty May said it was so boring at the end of the half because they do halves. It was like 33-35. And then he was like, is this the future of the NBA? He was like, nah, man, like, he ain't trying to hear that. But yeah, kudos to the girl. And he said, Charlamagne said, women's college basketball is not what men's basketball used to be. So it's like the strip is flips. So kudos to that. I'm actually excited about next year now. And yeah, that's our show for this week. We will check y'all out next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at The Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.